All right. So we have some Vision series cast news, which some people still call it Vision Quest, but who knows if they're going to go back to that or who knows. Anyway, so let me go up here. What is this dude's name? So Todd Stashwick, who most recently was on season 3 of Picard, is going to be playing an assassin who's going after Vision and, of course, his tech. So the question becomes, who's after him? Since he's after the tech, it's probably not Ultron. That, and he uses his own robot army. He doesn't use... Well, he uses humans when it's skills he doesn't possess, like that chick he possessed to force her to help him create Vision. But for the most part, he doesn't do that, so I doubt it's Ultron. It could be Sword, because I don't know now if Sword is corrupt at its core, or it was just that douche nugget in WandaVision who was the problem. Because nobody else seemed to, when people found out what it exactly he was trying to do, they turned on him. So, now considering the environment of the MCU, it's possible that he got sprung by either Val or Ross or someone else who, is probably wanting him to go after Vision and that tech. And since Val was interested in vibranium, at least I think it was Val, who was interested in vibranium, and now she and Thaddeus Ross are going to be interested in adamantium. It wouldn't surprise me if they were going after Vision's tech. I don't know if he might have, I think he does have vibranium in him, because he was, did a heist with, oh my God, Ulysses Claw. So, I think he does have vibranium in him. So, it could be Val. So, it could still be Sword coming after him. It could be Damage Control, because they are basically, have been shown to be ultimate douchebags in the MCU. But, so yeah. So while Vision is trying to find out who he is, find out his purpose in life, because he now understands that the woman he was trying to kill was actually the woman he's in love with. So, who knows? But let me turn you around for a moment so you can see what this dude looks like. Ah, not far enough. Okay, so this is what he looks like. Doesn't look like very assassin-y to me. He does, however, look like a douchey captain, which is what he played in Picard. So that tracks. Let's see, where else could people know him from? All right, so all we know is, first, before I get to that, the show is eyeing starting shooting in England in early 2025. So it's gonna be a minute before we see this new show. Let's see. He's also appeared on 911, Lone Star, SWAT, and the Kim Possible movie. Ooh, interesting. And the originals. And those are the only ones that this article mentions. But of course, he's had plenty of more credits than just those. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. The plot, you could say, thickens as to what this show is going to be about, which makes sense because if this was just a show about Vision having basically a midlife crisis and trying to figure himself out, wouldn't be a very compelling show. I mean, unless it was a WandaVision-esque show where Wanda is just trying to, live her life with Vision and through these eras of sitcoms, and people keep trying to thwart it because it turns out that she was actually hurting people. So, unless they were doing something like that, and since they already did that with WandaVision, probably not going to do it again. I mean, Agatha all along is apparently also going to go through different eras of shows, but hers are going to be horror movies. How horror has changed over the years. So, unless they're going to do something similar with Vision, but just in a different genre, which I don't know what genre they would pick. So, yeah, it makes sense that there would be some stakes. Like in this case, someone's trying to assassinate Vision. And now that he doesn't have an Infinity Stone in his forehead, I assume killing him would be ever so slightly easier, except for the fact that he's made of freaking vibranium, which I'm sure Sword knows about at this point because they had all his parts strewn about trying to figure out how to put him back together. So they must know it's vibranium. So if this assassin is sent by Sword or even Val, the U.S. government, they would know that it's vibranium, and yeah, that's not easy to kill. So God knows what he's going to use to try to assassinate Vision for that very reason, because the dude is made of vibranium. I mean, for those who watched the second Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever, saw how Namor was able to deflect bullets simply because he was literally covered in vibranium. And he's not a robot, so I would think that if it's not that easy to kill him, it's going to be even less for Vision. So yeah, things are getting more and more interesting, getting more exciting for the show. And I believe that's all I have for this show and this video. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video.